Welcome back, guys. This is Aqua Pineapple here, and we are back with another State of Decay review or video for our channel. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the new DLC that will be coming up on March 26th for State of Decay 2. And this is mainly about my opinion on the new DLC, on new things that I would be predicting or giving ideas to what would be beneficial for State of Decay 2 in the future. This is solely my opinion. This is not confirmed by Untitled Labs, so keep it at that level, you know. But if you like this channel, please subscribe down below, because that will definitely boost our channel. And if you haven't done it already, please leave a like down below if you are interested in me giving more information or opinions on the games that I play, like Jurassic World Evolution, State of Decay 2, or if you guys have games that you recommend me playing, let me know down in the comments as well. So, let's go with the video. So, the new DLC that will be coming out on March 26th is called Choose Your Own Apocalypse, and which means that you can choose your own difficulty setting that you would like to have in your gameplay. And this is the original campaign or the community that you are, like, for example, where I am right now. Yes, you can have this, you can have the difficulty setting set in there. Nowhere else, like, you can't do it in Daybreak, but you can only do it in this one. So, there's three settings, or three difficulty settings. There's the standard one, which is the one that we are currently in. There's the other one, which I'm not too familiar what it is. You can search it up on Undead Labs, Choose Your Own Apocalypse DLC, that will be coming up, or you can just type in the DLC Choose Your Own Apocalypse on other YouTube channels, and they'll probably know better than me. But there's a Nightmare Mode as well. So Nightmare Mode comprised with Blood Plague Juggernauts and hordes that consist of ferals. Like, only ferals, and I think the max amount of ferals to be considered a horde is 3. So that gives off a pretty decent challenge for those who are looking for a big challenge. And that's what Undead Labs was paying attention to. They've heard a lot of people saying that they wanted a better challenge in State of Decay, and so they're giving it right here. However, I was then disappointed that there was only just the difficulty setting that will be released on that day. So I got this information from, or this news from the Xbox Inside event that happened live on YouTube and other social media outlets or social media links. So the woman said that there was only just going to be a difficulty setting and nothing else. I mean, she didn't say that word for word, but basically to sum up everything, she did say there was difficulty setting that will be placed on State of Decay and nothing else. Nothing else. I was sorely disappointed because I was under the impression thinking that Trumbull Valley, the map, the one that we used to play in State of Decay 1, the original one, was never going to be brought up for the next update, and I was sorely upset. And it just didn't really make me happy, to be honest. I'm not entirely upset. I'm not like super mad. Like, they really gotta give more than just one update, which is the one. Like, come on, man! Like, it's just a difficulty setting, and that's it. Like, no like option to create your own characters, no option to create your own base, no option of anything. Like, nothing exciting but the difficulty setting. I mean, for those who want the difficulty setting and those who are happy enough for that difficulty, good on you. I mean, I want to be like you, but I can't. I have higher standards. I have higher expectations on Undead Labs for this, because the fact that they have improved greatly from State of Decay 1 to State of Decay 2. I mean, I've been playing State of Decay 1 and 2 back and forth, and the differences in the mechanics and differences in the style of how you play the game is so different. It's different, and it's a lot better. It's a lot better in State of Decay 2 than State of Decay 1. Yet in State of Decay 1, it has a better story comprised and a better option to be able to be able to search up every single building and not being limited to the amount of resources that you can then place in your base. And the survivor capacity. Yeah, that one, where you can have as many survivors as you want, all of that stuff. But sadly, in this one, you can't really have that. You can only have up to 12 community members, and not as many as you desire. Which, I mean, I understand the reasoning in the Undead Labs. They said that according to other sources that I've been reading, they don't really want to be able to have that capacity limit to, or capacity to be as many as you want, because it would then crash the game. Or technically, let's talk in the technical standpoint, is that it would crash the game. It would affect multiplayer a lot, and it just wouldn't work that way. And the other reason would be is that they want us to be able to engage with our community members, learn our community community members better, to be able to understand and get to know our members. So that way, it's more like a community rather than like a number. So I can understand Undead Labs' point, but they really should probably at least maybe increase it, what they're playing at. Like, not a lot of people has been saying that they want as many characters as they want. Some people work just fine with just 6. Some people work fine with just 3. Some people work fine with just 1. But personally, for me, I like to get as many as I can. And every time I'm on a community game, or every time I'm making a new community, I always put it as 12, just because it's or at least 9, because I think 9's like the actual limit, but you can go up to 12. So I set it to the full extent as I can, and then just be satisfied then. But going back to the point of the DLC, or Choose Your Own Apocalypse, it's not really exciting, but it's then I'm looking forward to something new in the game. So I'm kind of like both. I'm kind of like, yeah, it's cool and all, but I really wish they could have added more. That's my feeling right now. But I did bring up some ideas that could probably benefit for Undead Labs and State of Decay 2. And this is my opinion. It's not something that you should probably like follow up on, or something that you have to agree on. But in my opinion, I really think they should have the option for us to create our own characters and set our own traits. Like, not create your own traits, because that would be impossible. I mean, you would have to have, it would be impossible to create your own traits, but they would be just like you can choose random survivors, there'll be like random traits you can choose, and you can create your character freely. So my point is that you can create only 3 characters, because if there's 3 community slots that you can have, then you should probably be able to create 3 characters. 1, because if you create as many as you like, it wouldn't be fun to play, because it's like you're literally playing it in Sandbox Mode practically almost every day and all that stuff, if you're playing State of Decay every day. But it wouldn't have that same feeling as State of Decay. It would be like a simulator where you can just do anything you want. And since we have a lot of modders in this game, they probably take a full advantage to that. They probably make like a super god rather than like a god, a really perfect character or perfect community member. But yeah, up to 3. You can have up to 3 characters that you can create. You can exile them. That's for one. They'll probably disappear immediately, or thrown into the recycle bin. And you can create another one if you're not the one you create previously. The second idea that I was thinking is be able to create your own base, and I've been talking to a bunch of other people about this on State of Decay 2, because well, it's just that, as you can see in some of the bases that you do move in, and I'm talking to people who do play State of Decay and State of Decay 2, is that when you move into a base that's already set for that purpose, you can see that there's a lot of things that are like garbage. Like, there's so much garbage all over the floor. I mean, in comparison of State of Decay 2 and State of Decay 1's bases in terms of how clean it is, I think State of Decay, the original one, is much more cleaner than this one. I mean, look at it. I mean, look at this base. I mean, you already have like broken beds, broken rooms, cones all over the parking spot, and like garbage all over the floor. Like, ew, come on, man. Like, we don't need that. I mean, I've seen bases in movies that are zombie movies that aren't as messy as this one. So that's basically my point. Why I think we should be able to create our own base, or be able to have the option to to place our facilities where we would want them, as long it fits the base, as long it fits in the base. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know, but I really think that it's I see it in my head. I am fantasizing that it's gonna happen, or I'm fantasizing the way it was gonna be. Like, you can clean up all the papers and garbage and bodies and all that stuff in the floor, and maybe have the option to like clear all bodies that you killed in your base to be removed. Like, for example, like when you kill a Juggernaut in your base, right? Like, a Juggernaut would typically walk to your base, and you kill it in your base, and somehow it's blocking your entrance or it's blocking your exit and all that stuff, because for some reason when you kill the Juggernaut you can't really move the body just stays as it is, and you can't like go through it, you can't climb and all that stuff. So that's my point, is like they should be able to give us the option to clear all bodies in your base, or clear all trash in your base, like, or move some things, I don't know, anything like that. But going forth with what I'm talking about with creating your own base is that you can't. Well, I'm having some limitations on what I'm saying. Is that I don't think that you should have the option on the open world that you are in currently right now, like what we are in right now. Not in that, because there's already a set thing going on. Like, everything's already set the way it should be. Like, where the blood plagues are, like, and I'm, to be honest, like in my observation, I've been playing this game for a while, and I've been playing the same map for like several times. Is that the blood plagues of where they are will always be there, no matter what. And that's my point, is that if you were to create your own base in a game map that's already set to be the way it should be all the time, no matter what, no matter the circumstances, it would probably crash the game. Why? Well, it depends on what you put in your base, or it depends on where you put your base and all that stuff. Like since we have a lot of modders who like probably would create their base in the flippin' air and all that stuff, then it would probably break the game, and there would be a lot of complaints. The game would probably get slower. Your character could just die right then, or I don't know. We don't know what the capabilities of that. But then that's when I started to conclude with a sandbox mode. And now what I'm talking about sandbox mode is that instead of me just saying create your own character in the open world game that's already set to be the way it should be, maybe create your own character in the sandbox mode, and create your own base in the sandbox mode. That's what I'm pointing at. That's what I'm saying. Is that you can do that in the sandbox mode, maybe have settings, but then it will still probably be hard for Undead Labs, because I think they had a storage issue. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, that they might have a storage issue. That's why they didn't want to have a larger capacity, amount of capacity. But how did they did it for the original one? I don't know. I mean, the graphics are a lot better than the first one, so that could be just like the point. It's like, if we're gonna have good graphics, we can't have any more than that. I don't know. But I don't know if I did talk about the amount of people we can have. I am upset about that as well, because when I first played it, I had as many as I could. I took in everybody that I had, and I played them throughout the game. But for this one, you can only have up to 9 really, but you can really have 12, and there's no, like, you can't go beyond that. And I got tight. I got so tight that, but I can understand their point of view in terms of the technological issue and their like intention of the game. So I get it. But yes, on March 26, don't know what time they'll set it, but probably on that day they'll set to have the difficulty setting be out on that day. And trust me enough that there's going to be a lot of people going to be like making videos of them showing off their capabilities of surviving. Like they're probably gonna do this. They're gonna do like, okay, what's gonna happen in nightmare mode if I go 100 days in? Like, would the game be a lot harder, like harder than anything, or what's going on? In fact, I don't know like how many days you can survive in this game. Like, is there a limit to this? Is it that it wouldn't matter if there's a limit? Is that every day there's like one Juggernaut increased in the population of the map? I don't know. I don't know what this is, but it's gonna be a lot interesting. It's gonna be a lot. Um, there's gonna be a lot of something, but to be honest, I'm sure there's gonna be, in my personal opinion, I'm sure there's this excitement for the difficulty setting isn't gonna last for a while. They're probably gonna be begging for more updates, and Undead Labs is probably, in my opinion, gonna think that that's gonna happen, and they're gonna probably release another update, probably like soon after this update that will be coming up soon. Probably in April, probably in May, maybe in the summer. I don't know. I know Jurassic World Evolution is gonna release an update in April, and there's gonna be a big one in the summer, so I'm looking forward to that. As you can see, I'm currently trying to kill off my characters that I don't need. There's one of them, and I'm trying to see what it would look like if the last member of my community just dies. But anyways, that's it for now, for today. If you like this video, leave a like down below. Comment down below if you were to agree with my ideas of State of Decay 2 or not, whichever. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe down below too. It would definitely increase the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.